going on, guys? Corbin here. I'm going to be talking about a really controversial opinion actually regarding how to elevate your identity, and I genuinely think the best, easiest, fastest way to do it is to bully yourself into becoming a better person. I actually don't think bullying is bad. Really, I don't think bullying is bad. Bullying gets a really bad rap. It's like, oh no, they were mean to me. I'm upset. They made me feel sad. I cried. And in that dilemma, there's always two options: either cry about what the bullies are calling you out on and say that they're mean and they're the problem, or actually they've got a point, I should change. And in doing so, you've allowed yourself to be bullied into becoming a better person. That scenario is played out for so many different people over and over and over again. You see all these kind of stories. I was bullied in school, they said I was fat, and then I became super fit and better than all of them. That's a fucking fantastic story. I think in that scenario, not only is that person the hero because they actually did the work, but I think the bullies deserve more credit. What if they didn't bully you? Right? What if no one talked shit? What if they just accepted you as you were? What if they just made you feel comfortable being in a worse state? I think bullies get a bad rap, and I think we can take the exact same principle to change ourselves. Oftentimes you kind of hear all of this like woo-woo stuff about how to elevate your identity. I do believe in writing down certain things, the old behaviors that you used to have versus the new behaviors you want to have, and then looking at that sheet and making sure you make it an active effort every single day to change those behaviors for sure. But all the kind of woo-woo stuff about repeating the affirmations in the mirror, all this kind of stuff, I think it's garbage. For me, I found the best method to do this is to play the role of the bully for yourself. Say in that instance, you write down on a piece of paper all the old behaviors, all the new behaviors. The person, the new identity that does all those new behaviors, that should take on this bullying persona. And every time you're about to do something that the old you were, the old behaviors, you should bully yourself into being better. And the way you do it is not by saying, oh yeah, I am this better person, I'm this better person. No, you say like, the people who do these things are losers. I'm not like that. They're losers. They'll never succeed. For example, case in point, I used to play Fortnite a lot, right? When I was like working 9 to 5, going really nowhere with my life. On the weekends, in fact, fuck it, every day I was cracking on with Fortnite, right? And that used to be the thing that I would do. These days, I look at everyone who plays Fortnite and I look at playing Fortnite like this is the kind of shit losers do, right? And I bullied myself out of that behavior. I was like, if I don't fucking play Fortnite, what? Live in the fantasy world, right? Ooh, I leveled up. So, how does that affect my real life in any way, shape, or form, right? Unless I'm playing competitively, making money from it, what's the fucking point? Oh, well, I need a break. Do anything else but that. You can go on a fucking walk. You can hang out with friends if you need a break, right? Playing Fortnite in a fantasy world. You've got this whole fucking real world in front of you and you want to play in a little fantasy island. What's wrong with you? Right? And see, just in that's how I bullied myself out of that behavior. I haven't touched Fortnite in fucking years. And you can take exactly that and do the same thing with it. Take any one of the behaviors that you no longer want to do. For example, when you're faced with a challenge, the old you would cower away, they'd get scared, they wouldn't keep trying to problem solve, they just give up. And you take that and make an image, make an enemy out of the person you don't want to be like. A lot of people just focus on the opposite way, or this is the person I want to be, and they create this beautiful big image of the ideal person they want to be, but they forget the opposite. And this is where you get this opportunity to create this character. So take whatever behavior it is, and say for example it is what I said earlier about you giving up too soon. You say, no, hell no, I'm not going to do that. When I'm faced with an opportunity, fucking losers will look at that and be like, oh no, I'm too scared, I can't do it, I'm upset, it doesn't work, I'm gonna quit. I don't do that shit. I figure out a problem every single time. I always know there's a solution in front of me, and I'll figure it out. Right? I'm not a fucking baby. Right? And just like that, you bully yourself out of that behavior. And when you can craft this identity, right, you will fight like hell not to be like it, because humans crave congruency. Well, they don't want to be a hypocrite. If they say they do or believe a certain thing, when presented with an opportunity where they get to prove that they are actually being honest with themselves, they will fight like hell not to breach that standard, right? As the saying goes, you'll do nothing to achieve your dreams, but you'll fight like hell not to breach your own standards. And so the exact same thing applies. If you can create this image out of this negative identity you don't want to be like, and you've been shit talking this person all day long, when you're faced with that opportunity where you may have fallen back into those old behaviors, there's no way you'll want to do that. There's no way you're gonna be a hypocrite to yourself and then start watching Netflix and then start playing Fortnite, then start quitting when it gets tough. There's no way you're going to do that. But if you just try and create this image of the ideal self and it gets hard, you'll be like, oh, I'll have tomorrow to be just like that person. I'll have tomorrow. No. If it's the opposite way, this is the enemy. This is the person you don't want to become like. Every single day, you'll fight like hell not to be like that person. And that is literally how I've been able to transcend my identity, especially at the start of this year. Went through a huge identity shift because I wrote down all of the shit I no longer want to do, and I just shit talked that identity all day long. I had this identity for myself, like, I don't do that shit. No way. Other people do that shit. Losers do that shit. Nobodies do that shit. I don't do that. I'm a G. And when you can do that, you'll transcend every level of your identity that you want. You'll become the best, highest version of yourself effortlessly. So embrace bullying yourself. Embrace the shit talk, right? Start to get angry. Get aggressive about the old ways. It's the only way you're going to cut through. And if you guys do that, I promise you, this year, every single one of the goals you have will be like butter, like a hot knife through butter. So easy, right? Because the identity that you have is going to be able to kick ass, crush those goals like it's nothing, because you're no longer like the other person. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And it's my controversial opinion about bullying. I think we need to bring it back.